Hey there, how's it going, folks? David and Ark with you. And today, whenever you're watching this, I'm recording it in the evening. So anyway, tonight we're doing another episode of Talkin Tribe Cards for those of you that follow me over on my tribecards.net baseball card themed blog. We are really hot in the middle of the Pack-A-Daily Circus. I don't need headphones for this. I'm not listening to myself. We are in the middle of the Pack-A-Daily Circus, breaking at least one pack almost every day. So far, I think we're up to 155 packs busted so far, so that's going great. What I wanted to do, though, was a special episode where I talk about some of the cards that were sent to me from gcrl. Now, I got these a little while ago. In fact, I think maybe they were waiting for me when I got back from vacation, so it's been a while. But anywho, he sent a huge stack of Cleveland Indians cards. For those that don't know, I primarily collect Cleveland Indians cards, and my current collection is a little over, 15,000, maybe close to 20,000 non-duplicate individual Indians-related baseball cards. So it's been growing immensely ever since I started blogging back in 2007 or so. Anyway, I don't know why I'm giving you a history lesson. But today, I just want to talk about some of the different styles, some of the different cards that were included in the box of cards that gcrl sent me, which thank you so much. Very, very cool. As I'm sure you know, I have a bunch of these, but I always appreciate getting Indians baseball cards in the mail. Whether I have them or not, that is one of the things that has always stuck with me from my childhood, and just absolutely love it. And so anyhow, there are a lot of what I would call base cards, right? Cards from the different various base sets that are in here. All kinds of years. Very, very cool. But I wanted to pull out some of the cards that just kind of jumped out at me that were a little different, or that I just wanted to kind of give some props to, really. One of them is this Dave Justice Donruss Preferred, and it's got all that cool, shiny goodness, and that is always a plus for me. You gotta love the shiny, man. But anyway, and then this one is an Upper Deck Vintage. All right, so this is very, very cool, and this is where Bard writes himself into the Indians lineup. So very cool card there. Oops, put that the wrong way. How about that? And this one is a 1990 Upper Deck Joe Carter. How do you not love the just freaking enjoyment on his face right there? That is awesome. That is a beautiful baseball card. And when it comes to what the freaking word am I looking for? When you're trying to project baseball players who aren't batting or fielding, the joy right there, that is awesome. I've also got a very, very cool Corey Kluber Gypsy Queen Mini, and this one is actually from 2015, so this is one of last year's Gypsy Queens. Very, very cool. And then, how about this? This is a 1963, and I'm probably going to butcher the name. I'm not really good with pronunciations, but this is Esigian, Chuck Esigian, I think is how you say his name, but how freaking cool is that? I love it. Love old cards. And this one is a little dinged up. It's got some rough corners and some other stuff going on. I don't quite know what that is even right there. But anyway, very cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Here's another. Several of these are going to be David Justice just because the cards that were sent to me. He's the player featured on a lot of these cool cards. So this one is one of the Pacific Omegas. And I don't know if you can see. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can see it real good there. You kind of get that holographic foil effect there on the one side. Got the baseball stitches. Very cool. Pacific, in my opinion, Pacific had some of the absolute coolest baseball cards ever. And, yeah, they did some wild and crazy stuff. I mean, they had things like the Christmas ornaments that were die cut. They had all kinds of other die cut. They did things where coins were in the card. I mean, Pacific was just way out there, but it offered collectors something that they just couldn't find in the big guys, in Topps and Upper Deck and Fleer. They just weren't doing that those days. Pacific was just way ahead of what was going on there. This one is a Sports Illustrated by Fleer, and it's David Justice, but that's a Sports Illustrated set, so that's very, very cool. That's a thicker card, too. Nice, thick card stock. And a lot of folks didn't like these, and I don't know why. I'm a big fan. This is Topps Tech, and you can see that the card is actually clear. The plastic, you can actually see through a bunch of it, so they didn't die cut it out. I mean, it's a rectangular, regular-sized baseball card, but I don't know. I was a big fan of the Topps Tech. If I remember correctly, off the top of my head, they actually came back out with Topps Tech. I don't know. I liked it. A lot of people didn't. They hated it. They didn't like the fact that the card was plastic. They didn't like that it was see-through and wasn't actually die cut and whatever. If you were one of those people and I just ticked you off, sorry, man. Just my personal opinion. So here is a Bowman Chrome. A Bowman Chrome. Did I say that right? I don't know. Anyway, and that's Dave Justice. Again, gotta love the shiny. Very, very cool. And speaking of more shiny, this is Fleer Metal Universe. And so again, Fleer started doing some really cool stuff, especially when it came to adding foil to cards and doing some cool things with cards. And actually, this is actually a, what do you call that? A rebirth of what was originally Skybox Metal Universe cards. Skybox was a company that was around kind of back when Topps was forced out of their monopoly and card companies started popping up, especially in the 90s, especially early 90s, early to mid 90s, sort of late 90s, what a lot of folks refer to as the junk wax era, because really there were cards being produced from all kinds of companies. Some of the quality was just, frankly, it was crap. It was junk. And that's where you get the junk wax era. But anyway, this is very cool. This is Topps Gold Label, very thick card, very sturdy. It's got the shiny, shininess to it. But this was one of the Gold Label was one of the really big cool sets where like you had Gold Label and then you had various subsets and parallels for the Gold Label series. And so it drove a lot of people crazy because they were trying to collect all the different pieces and parts. This is Pacific Revolution, and this is 2000? Yeah, Pacific Revolution 2000. And again, it's Dave Justice. And this one is, it's Revolution. I was thinking it was a subset of Revolution, but Revolution. Very cool. I don't know. I think some of the stuff they were doing with cards was very, very cool. However, I'm also one of those guys who enjoys just the pure, regular, good old-fashioned, give me some cardboard, like the 63 that we had here. It's just cardboard with a picture on it. They're baseball cards. Don't get crazy, people, And people get so wiggy about cards, too. Anyway, this is Studio. This is actually Carlos Martinez. But I was always a fan, and am a fan, of the studio type cards where they had either the logo in the background or they had some other kind of different background that was behind the player. And the player, now this one actually has the player featured in the uniform with the helmet and the whole 9 yards. A lot of the earlier studios, they were called studio for a reason. They brought the players into a studio and took these professional shots and then added these backgrounds and stuff, which I thought were kind of cool. We also have things like Topps Minis, right? And this might even be a bazooka. Yeah, this is actually, well, no, I don't know. This might just be a regular Topps Mini. Anyway, so that's kind of cool. And then we have things like this where it's the same year, but you have the regular standard version and the mini version. Very cool. Thank you so much, GCRL, for that. And then we have Nap LaJoie. LaJoie, I believe, is the French way that you say that. No, I don't know. I don't know how to say. I also have a sucky French accent, so those of you speaking French are wanting to kill me right now. But anyway, this is a very, very cool card. This is from Panini, and it is the rebirth of the Diamond Kings, which used to be a Donruss product back in the 80s, and then but Panini picked up the Donruss and Diamond King brand, and so very cool. This card actually feels like canvas. It's very, very cool. Neat card. It's got some texture to it. Then we have things like this Upper Deck Doc Gooden. All right. Dwight Gooden. Yeah, he was a Cleveland Indian. I know a lot of people don't know that, but yes, he was. And here is a Topps First Team All-Stars 96, and this one has got all kinds of crazy holographic type foil stuff going on. It's shiny, and you can see how it radiates. And where am I going? All kinds of crazy stuff there. Anyway, that is Albert Bell. That's very, very cool. I was also a big fan of these Topps Black Gold. Topps had a series of cards that, well, they had the regular base cards, right? And then they had gold, Topps Gold cards. But then they came out with this really cool series, which is Topps Black Gold, which really combined several aspects of the base cards with gold, with this whole black theme, with this. I mean, it's very, very cool. And that is Carlos Baerga, which I have another one, and this is an Upper Deck International card. Baerga came to Cleveland in 1989 with Chris James and Sandy Alomar Jr. in exchange for Joe Carter. There you go. He has, well, this was back then, he developed into one of the game's brightest stars. He became, in 1992, became the first AL second baseman to ever hit 300 with 200 hits, 20 home runs, and 100 RBIs in the same season. Thank you very much. All right. And then he's also featured on what is an Upper Deck You Make the Play. It's a card game featuring baseball players. So it's a trading card game. Baseball has had a very bizarre relationship with trading card games. They've tried all kinds of different ways to get folks, especially younger folks, to use baseball cards as a trading card game. And frankly, they never work. I mean, it just doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't translate. It just doesn't. Nobody wants to collect a bunch of baseball players. They'd rather collect, Pokemon and Digimon and Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! And whatever else the freak we have going on. This is a Fleer Ultra parallel insert, rather, called Hitting Machines. Again, Carlos Baerga. So very cool. A lot of cool purple on that one. I like that one. And then the last one I'm showing off today is Carlos Baerga again. And this is a cool insert, and it's called Profiles by Kirby Puckett. Now, I have no idea how Kirby Puckett got chosen to be the one to put his name on the back of the cards with a write-up. So you can see there that Kirby Puckett's insights into Carlos Baerga, and then there is a paragraph about the player that I don't know if Kirby wrote. I don't know if there was, a ghostwriter, co-writer, however that worked. I don't know how he got picked. That'd be very interesting to know how they chose him as the spokesperson for this particular set. But hey, if you know the answer, feel free to leave that in the comments. That'll be cool. Those are all the cards that I want to show up. Again, I want to say a very special thank you so much to GCRL for sending this amazing box of cards. I can't wait to go through and compare them and see which ones I actually do need, which ones I've already got. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning in to this episode of Talkin Tribe Cards. Again, you can head over to tribecards.net and check out all the stuff we have going on over there. And right now, again, in the middle of the Pack-A-Daily Circus, busting open packs of wax that I give away because that's what I do. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very good at trading. In fact, I owe 2 people cards that they sent me cards as a trade, and I still have to put together the trade packs to return. I suck at that. I really do. So I would rather open up packs and give them away. So there you go. That's what I do. A bunch of us guys like to hang out and collect cards, do that kind of thing. We all have different hobbies. We all have things we like to do. That's one of my things. So anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button if you would. I appreciate that as well. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. That's the wrong key.